What's up, everyone, and welcome back to PAX and Recreation. And today we are jumping back into the YuGiOh wagon with a Tactical Masters booster box. Now, let the games begin, or at least that's what the box says. Let's tackle this right away, and I will show you what's up. So I may start just getting weird knives to open stuff like the relaxing end. So after all, I am the black counterpart. He's black, white gloves, white everything, and I am the opposite. So let's see. Tactical Masters, let the games begin. English edition, first edition, 7 cards per pack, 24 packs per box, 1 foil card in every pack. Nothing much here. And, well, this is a bet for me because, as you know, if I don't see a character from the original anime, then I am not going to enjoy this. So let's see. Let's see what's... Oh, okay. This is supposed to be like... Well, I guess it makes sense. Like you break this, and then you do this, right? And there you go. And this thing is just like... Yeah. So, thin boosters. Let's see what they hold. Number 1, Trap Trick. Okay, not bad. I recognize some of those monsters. That's cool. But everything is secret, right, or what? So, Trap Trick, Fair Welcome Labyrinth, Anti-Spell Fragrance, I guess. Nazuki the Violence Ninja. It's so powerful that even the camera is having trouble focusing it. Crazy. Quick Booster. I think Nazuki is the... No, is Nazuki the rare one? The full? No. So, Quick Booster. Lilith, Lady of Lament. Well, that's nice. As an Evangelion fan, I have to say... Evangelion, I have to say... If this card is normal summoned, its original attack becomes 1000. Quick effect. You contribute 1 dark monster, reveal 3 normal traps from your deck. Your opponent randomly chooses 1 from you to set on your field, and you shuffle the rest back into your deck. You can only use this effect for Lilith, Lady of Lament, once per turn. Oh, nice looking card. And the foil is Runic Golden Droplet, a flash spell card. Not bad. Activate one of these, but skip your next battle phase after activation. Your opponent draws 1 card, then you banish the top 4 cards of their deck. Yes. Special summon 1 runic monster from your extra deck to the extra monster zone. You can only activate 1 runic golden droplet per turn, which I guess it's fair because, yikes. Second booster. Compulsory Evacuation Device. See if I can focus here and stop this craziness. Compulsory Evacuation Device, Labyrinth Stoby Torby. Oh, Konami, you and your weird names. It's a Fiend, but it's a cat. And it's like Calcifer, I guess. So... But it's a stove. It's not the fire that is alive. It's the stove that is alive. Stovey Torby. Cosmic Cyclone, or Cyclone. Spell card, pay 1000 life points, then target 1 spell top card in the card and banish it. Pendulum Fusion. There you go. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion materials. If you have 2 cards in your pendulum zones, you can also use cards in your pendulum zone as fusion materials. You can only activate this once per turn. I love it that they have a bunch of you can only activate this once per turn, which is a subtle way of saying, okay, this is kind of broken, chill. Senate Switch, Pendulum Switch. So this is all about pendulums. And Labyrinth. Konami, don't ever change. If you activate a set Welcome Labyrinth normal trap, you can add this additional effect to that card's effect at resolution. Also, after that, destroy 1 card of the field. I love it that the effect says also after that. If you activate a non-Labyrinth normal trap card, except during the damage step, you can special summon 1 field monster from your hand or graveyard. You can only use each effect once per turn. Once again, the limit. Okay, these boosters are small, but they pack. Labyrinth Archfiend, so there you go. We had Storybook, and now we have Archfiend, Pendulum Fusion, again, Runic Slumber, Runic Allure. So those are the archetypes here. Cosmic Cyclone, or Cyclone, and Labyrinth Barrage. When you activate a set normal trap card except Labyrinth Barrage, this effect becomes that normal trap card effect when that card is activated. Also, until the end of your opponent's next turn, after this card resolves, your opponent takes no effect damage from your card effects. Okay. Tricky. So I guess it's Tactical Masters because it's all about labyrinths and intricate effects and apparently succubus or succubi is the plural for succubus, because you have Lilith and now you have Malice, Lady of Lament, and well, they sure went that route. Absolute King Backjack. Well, between the succubi and these names, Bear Blocker, okay, Imperial Iron Wall. Oh, just 5 words as an effect? That's crazy. Neither player can banish cards. There you go. Reckless Greed. Draw 2 cards and skip your next 2 draw phases. Duelist Alliance. And, last but not least, the first fusion monster, Getty. Or Jetty, I guess it's Getty. The Runic Fangs. Nice looking card. You need to fuse 2 runic monsters and it's a 0/1000 defense. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. If this card is special summoned from the extra deck, you can target 1 non-quick play summoned. What? You can target 1 non-quick play runic spell in your graveyard, add it to your hand. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it. Well, that's kind of useful. Oh, first Pendulum. Well, not first Pendulum, but second Pendulum, but at least we refer so much Pendulum. Scion, or Scion, but Scion, the Violence Archer. So Violence are the Pendulum archetype here. Okay. Cosmic Cyclone, again. Scapegoat, now this is a card. Oh boy, gee whiz. Quick Booster, which are these boosters because they are pretty quick to open. Runic Allure, Imperial Iron Wall, and Valiant Wars, the Place of Beginning. So I guess no one... It's like they are collectibles or something. It's like an RPG. Add 1 Valiant field spell from your deck to your hand, then you can apply the following effect. Destroy 1 Pendulum monster card you control, and if you do, add 1 Senate Switch from your deck to your hand. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish this card, place 1 face-up Valiant Pendulum monster from your extra deck in your Pendulum zone. You can only use each effect once per turn. Not bad. Not bad. So... should be a rat with wings, El Rata Alada. That's like the worst mystery ever in a movie, but the Batman movie was pretty good, I have to say. Valiant's Voltage Viscount, so 1 more for the collection. Reckless Greed again. Fiend Griffin, another elephant with dolphin teeth. This is a pattern in YuGiOh apparently. Runic Slumber, Labyrinth Cooklock, Valiant's Dominator Duke. Yeah, it's like a mecha RPG thing. And Runic Flashing Fire. Oh, now this is a video game perspective for sure. So you kill angels, so basically you're playing Bayonetta in first person. Okay. Continue, which I guess that's why it says like let the games begin, and it's like this whole thing. Scapegoat again. Now, there is a card. There's a bunch of magic cards in this set. Magic and trap cards. Monsters is not such a thing. Labyrinth Storybook, Pendulum Switch, Anti-Spell Fragrance, which is Book of Eclipse. Not bad. Nazuki, the Valiant's ninja, or Valiant, because I don't know how it's pronounced. Valiant's world, Koenig Wissen. So yeah, I guess you load the worlds. It's like a video game or like a D&D game that you're doing, and they are field spell cards, which is actually kind of cool because there are some archetypes or some types of cards that we don't see as much, and I love when they bring them back. Same applies to all the other card games, right? Like when they use a mechanic or something that's kind of forgotten. I love it. Labyrinth, Stovey Torby, Droll and Lockbird. So this is Droll and this is Lockbird, I guess. Valiant's Dominator Duke. Compulsory Evacuation Device. Quick Booster. Fair Welcome Labyrinth. And, a foil, like, black text. Valiant Buster Baron. Look at this amount of text. Crazy. Yep, it's basically an RPG. Or Vanquish. I guess Vanquish is also a Platinum game thing, so... Konami, since you don't want to develop video games anymore, can you just pay Platinum for them to develop them for you? Invader of Darkness. Oh, that's nice. Your opponent cannot activate quick play spell cards. Yikes. Reckless Greed. Malice, Lady of Lament. Imperial Ironwall. Runic Allure. Lilith, Lady of Lament. So you have the two Ladies of Lament. And Labyrinth Barrage. Or Barrage, but it's Barrage because we're going to be fancy here. Not bad. Labyrinth Archfiend. Or Archfiend. Oh, not bad. Labyrinth Chandraglier. Okay. Well, we had the stove, so what I'm complaining about, right? Scion the Valiant's Archer. Quick Booster. Runic Dispelling. Bear Blocker. And Runic Golden Droplet again. Not bad. YuGiOh Tactical Monsters. Let's go. Pendulum Fusion. Trap Trick. Labyrinth Cooklock. Duelist Alliance. Astrograph Sorcerer. So I guess I have the whole party now. Valiant's Mad Marquez, Brownlee, and Archfiend's Ghastly Glitch. If you control a field monster, target one card on the field, destroy it, then you can set one field monster from your deck to your graveyard. Okay. Invader of Darkness, Anti-Spell Fragrance, Cosmic Cyclone, Senate Switch. This is the card. Nazuki, the Valiant Ninja, Lilith, Lady of Lament, Runic Flashing Fire. Again, FPS perspective, always nice. And with this card, we are at the midpoint, or more or less. Technically, we are at the midpoint like 2 cards ago, but this means half the box is gone. And we will be able to see what's in the box. Trap Trick, Book of Eclipse, Balance Voltage Viscount, Anti-Spell Fragrance, Fair Welcome Labyrinth, Bear Blocker, and Runic Destruction. Again, first person, but this time punching stuff. Coolio. I love these weird concepts. So, quick spells. And it's funny that you have a monster whose literal effect is no quick spells. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Labyrinth Chandraglier, or Chandraglier, I guess. Valiant Voltage Viscount. Absolute King Backjack. Valiant's Mad Marquez. Pendulum Switch again. Reckless Greed. Runic Gunner's Droplet. So, as you can see, I normally recommend like don't buy boxes, don't buy boosters. I mean, it's fun. I mean, we are here for that, right? But if you can save your money at my expense, you get the same experience. But then just buy the singles that you want. So that way you actually get to build the deck that you want instead of all this randomness. And with this box, you're kind of getting the point. Most of the cards we're getting, we already have. It's just a bunch of repetition. So from time to time you get something like this. Valiant Genesis Grand Duke, which is a mix of a pendulum, fusion, and effect. The craziness, guys. Look at this thing. Jeez. Yee whiz, mister. You can activate one of these effects. Special summon this card to your main monster zone in its same column. Okay. Move one monster in your main monster zone to an adjacent horizontal monster zone. You can only use once per turn. I love it that they had to put that thing everywhere. You need 2 Valiant monsters. This face down card in the extra deck must be first either fusion summon or special summon by tributing one level 5 monster or higher non-fusion Valiant monster in the same column as the extra monster zone. Oof, this is like a government thing that you need to fill. If this card is special summon, you can target one monster card in your opponent's spell and trap zone, return it to the hand, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its attack. Then this card gets attack equal to half the damage inflicted. At the middle of the card, I forgot half of the effects of the card. So Lilith, Lady of Lament, Cyan, Valiant Archer, Fiend Griffin, or Griffin, Compulsory Evacuation Device, Droll and Lockbird, Astrograph Sorcerer, and Runic Freeze Curses. So another first person. I'm digging this, like just from a visual perspective, kind of digging it. And again, I have to say, I know I say this in every Yu-Gi-Oh video, but by now you expect it from me. Because you know I open other trading card games, so what I'm going to say is, Konami, my brothers, if you, brother is kind of a strong thing, because, I will never forgive you for the Phantom Pain, but there is that. Or for PT, that thing was also, yeah. So, Konami, my not so dear Konami, one thing I have to tell you is, you can't change the size of the cards because, yeah, and you're certainly not going to change the amount of text that you put on them. That's cool, but I am pretty sure that if you just make the art bigger, and because we don't need, I don't need trap card to be this big of a text. I need this to be bigger. I don't need this to be this big. So make the image just bigger. Let me enjoy cardboard. This is, don't get me wrong, I was raised with Yu-Gi-Oh! I enjoy the symmetry and all that, but sometimes you see cool art and you're like, oh cool. Shame is too small. Runic tip. And you may be thinking, well, maybe it's you that you are old man and you can't see the card properly anymore because you are old and your eyesight is not the same it was. And it's like, well, first, that's mean. Second, you're kind of right, but I still want, they're not going to change the back of the cards. Actually, from all the trading card games, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Has the best back in all of them, because the Magic the Gathering one is kind of old looking. Oh, Runic Fontaine. It's kind of old looking. And the Pokemon one, they are changing it now, by the way, which is going to do ripples. But the Pokemon one doesn't look bad, but it certainly looks retro. And the Yugi one, ironically, because Yugi has the weirdest designs. Look at this. Yugi is a place where you can fit this art next to this art. So, and only, traps and monsters and everything almost never have a background. And spells and trap cards do have backgrounds and situations. Ooh, muting the Runic Wings. Cool. Most of the time, since Yugi has all the weirder, art styles together, why not having wider art? You can change the face of the cards and just leave a little bit of color for us to know which type is the card. It's not technically they did that with the Pendulum. And I know that everyone hates Pendulum monsters apparently, but see, can we have this for everything? The art, widescreen, and then, And you will be like, well, yeah, but it's like, no, like we can do it, people. And like, look at all the text that fits here. Maybe have less text, but we can do it. Valiant's Ward Shinra Bansho. Final Fantasy VII. Third to last. Let's see. Fair Welcome Labyrinth. Runic Allure. Nazuki the Valiant's Ninja. Valiant's Voltage Viscount. Lilith. Lady of Lament. Fiend Griffin, I'm getting tired of this one. And Archfiend's Ghastly Glitch. Try saying that 3 times fast. Archfiend's Ghastly Glitch. Archfiend's Ghastly Glitch. Archfiend's Ghastly Glitch. Archfiend's Ghastly Glitch. There you go. I only lost some brain cells, but not impossible. Valiant's Dominator Duke. Compulsory Evacuation Device. Pendulum Fusion. Scapegoat. Labyrinth's Tovy Torvy. Pendulum Switch. And Labyrinth Barrage. And now for our feature presentation. The last booster in the Tactical Masters YuGiOh booster box. 7 cards per pack, 24 packs per box. So the last 7 cards in this are Anti-Spell Fragrance, Book of Eclipse, Absolute King, Backjack, Labyrinth Archfiend, which is very good looking, Pendulum Fusion, Imperial Iron Wall, Valiant's Ward Koenig Wissen, which we already have, and it's good looking, but it's not the craziest card we pulled today, so there is that. Now, interestingly enough, because I am that type of person, we didn't pull there is no XYZ monsters, there is no synchro monsters, there's no normal monsters. I dare to say that we pulled pretty much the whole thing, but yeah. So there is a bunch of pendulum monsters, which are all the Valiants, and Astrograph Sorcerer, which I believe is like the villain or something. I think, ironically, I think that the best looking one is the Buster Baron, because it's just like a dude with a gun that looks like a mix between the Doom guy and the Vanquish guy. A bunch of trap cards. A lot of them repeated. So we're going to see a bunch of things. I like the Compulsory Evacuation Device. I think I'm going to go with that one as my favorite looking card so far for traps, because it's not like they're bad looking or anything, but it's more according to my taste. The Compulsory Evacuation Device. Plus, it fits the theme. It's like, nope, and you exit the mecha. A bunch of, I was about to say magic cards, but spell cards. And we have a couple of cool ones here. I can go full old school nerd and go like, I will go with Scapegoat, but I wouldn't do that to you. These cards are pretty cool. The first person looking ones, with the abilities activated from like the Valiant guys. But I think the Runic Fontaine, it's the best looking one, because we have a bunch of repeated. This one is kind of cool also. It gives you like context on like, this is a real world. But this one is kind of cool as well. Labyrinth, which you gotta love Konami, right? It's like, oh, Labyrinth is the archetype, so the Labyrinth is called Labyrinth. It's like, thank you, Konami. So Runic Fontaine, I think, is the best looking one. Look at that. Badass. Kind of cool. Fusion, we don't have that much to pick. But ironically, I was about to go with the Runic Fangs, because the wolf is kind of cool. But then I saw Genesis Grand Duke, and it's basically a crazy-ass mecha. And with that, you have my heart. So last but not least, the best looking card in the Effect Monsters pile. I will go with Labyrinth Archfiend so far. I can go with Lilith because Evangelion, right? Haha, nerds. But let's see what else we have here. I think Labyrinth Archfiend is pretty cool by default, and we don't have that many to pick from. Like, we have a big volume of monsters, but not that much variety, right? So it's either Lilith or Labyrinth Archfiend. But you know what? My Evangelion is thicker than blood, so it's going to be Lilith Lady of Lament. And I know that it has nothing to do besides the name, but best looking card. So that was the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tactical Masters booster box. Let the games begin. Did they? I don't know. Let me know in the comments and what you thought about these pulls and whether you think I am too old for this thing or not, in the sense that I don't recognize half of the cards. Sorry, I am old. Except Scapegoat. Now that is the GOAT. And as usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all those cool things that the cool kids do. And I will see you next time on PAX and Recreation. Bye.